Hey everybody, welcome back to H4G. I'm Tony.
And I'm John, and we're drinking beers to look cool.
According to the comments anyways. So today, we're taking a look at a very interesting and a little bit rare peripheral for the PlayStation 1.
It is the Happy Diet Stepper. Got a couple games for it.
Three,
and we're going to take a look at those and the device itself today.
indeed. And we're also going to compare it to a stepper that you get like on Amazon. Is this real, legitimate hardware, or is it just some sort of weird video game peripheral? Thank you very much to RetroTaku Videogames for allowing us to borrow this. Let's go ahead and get started.
And we apologize for how much Louis hair will be on it.
They're hardcore games. Games are hard, they're hardcore games. Games are hard, they're hardcore games. Games are hard, they're hardcore games. Yeah, they're so hard. They're hardcore games. Yeah, they're so hard.
There's no comfortable way to get your hands on this without feeling like you're just going to rip it apart.
So as you can see here, we are pulling out the peripheral from the box. Now, mind you, it looks like it's gonna be a pink stepper, but it's not. The box is just severely sun damaged. So you actually put a controller in here, and you still use a controller while you use this as a controller. But here's how you can tell that it has not been used, because these bits need to be ripped off or cut off. The plastic covering the shocks.
Yeah, otherwise you'd actually have to drift that part out.
Yeah. So this one and the other one that we have haven't been used. And once you get it out, you are just shocked about how thick and heavy duty this thing is.
It's a thick boy.
It's a very thick boy. I was actually shocked because it's a video game peripheral. You don't really expect it to be heavy duty or durable, but I actually utilized this just to get exercise and to test it out. Not with the games, just using it as a stepper while I was editing over the course of about a week and a half. And it didn't break down. It was great. I worked up a sweat, burned some calories. It's legitimately a solid stepper.
Tony is become a strong man.
トニーは強盗になった。
So I was actually inspired to buy one of my own, but off of Amazon. So here you can see that we're messing around with like a $45 stepper. Now, in a nutshell, how did you think that the actual stepper compared to the video game stepper?
I'd say I actually like the actual stepper slightly more, but that's only because there's a slightly more limited range. Like if I push this all the way down, this only comes up here. Tony's stepper goes to about there. And it's just a little bit extra. Because sometimes you kind of feel like you're doing the little old man shuffle.
Okay.
And I would just like a little bit more room. I guess it's because I really like ellipticals, and that's a huge amount.
Yeah, you're probably used to that, and you get a lot more than just like a normal standalone stepper. That said, I do think that this unit was heavier duty than the Amazon one.
Oh yeah, probably. There's probably at least 10 pounds more steel in there. And none of it is, as AVE would put it, Chinesium. It's pretty hardcore metal.
Yeah, it is pretty hardcore. So speaking of which, one of the reasons why this particular unit is somewhat rare here in the United States is because of shipping costs. So for example, RetroTaku is selling this whole unit, the bundle of games, the two steppers, for under $200. But I looked online, and you can get like one of these from Japan from anywhere from like $30 to $70, depending on condition, but like $130 shipping.
Yeah, at least $100 shipping, just because it's big, it's bulky, it has fragile electronics in there, and it weighs a ton.
Yeah. So you are basically spending way more in shipping than you are for the actual unit itself. It's kind of more of a hardcore collector thing. If you really want all of these weird, wacky peripherals, it's very cool. It's awesome that it exists, but you are essentially importing exercise equipment from Japan, which is basically like, hey, I'm gonna buy some dumbbells, but I want it coming from Japan. So as we mentioned, there were 3 games that were ultimately released. There's Happy Diet, Tonde Tonde Diet, and Happy Jogging in Hawaii. We're gonna go ahead and start with Happy Diet. So we haven't even booted this thing up yet, but already we can see the different mascots, the Happy Diet mascots, and there's some sort of a gauge on this thing. There's thin, smart, normal, plump, fat. So it seems like it's going, you know, there's fat, then there's plump, then maybe even more normal weight, but then it goes smart and then thin. Like the smart totally throws me off in this. Why isn't it thin, normal, plump, fat?
Yeah, are some of these mutually exclusive? Like you can be normal, but then you can't be smart.
I have no idea. So here we have Happy Diet. You can see the different characters are roaming around the screen. Some of them are smart, some of them are thin, some of them are fat apparently. Let's go ahead and press start. All right, so here you can see that we can tell the game all about ourselves, our height, our weight, all that good stuff. All right, so first things first, we have the story mode, which is probably the most confusing. But let's go ahead and just show you guys what it's all about and also look at these cute, cuddly little mascots. You can actually see them in the manual quite a bit, and the illustrations are really nice.
Well, it wouldn't be Japan without a whole bunch of mascots.
Yeah. Now, you can unlock different rooms as you progress, but for starters, here's what we have, which is like the main character's bedroom, equipped with a PlayStation and an oscillating fan. So this mode is very text heavy. So we're not going to dive too far into it because honestly, we don't speak Japanese and it's extremely confusing. But we did want to showcase it nonetheless.
Oh my god, there's so many menus.
So far, basically what we can tell is that this main character just goes through his routine. Sometimes he eats, gains calories, loses calories. That's basically it.
So using Google Translate on the manual for this, it more or less says like, okay, you have to use these commands to get into, apparently that's Maru, our character, and you have to schedule his life. So you have to learn like, okay, this is when he can just screw off and sit in front of the fan, watch TV. This is when he can eat, this is what he should eat. This is when he can go walking, this is when he can go sleeping. And so you press R1 and then you can go into these different things and you can weigh him and all these things, and it's just madness. But looking through the menu, in the manual, it was just menu inside of menu inside of menu inside of menu. And you'd think that an exercise game, like, it would mostly be exercise with them trying to explain like, hey, you've been walking for a while. Maybe take some cool down. Maybe slow down for a little while.
Geez, you're all about chilling and none of the exercise.
But
slow down. Don't work too hard.
But instead, it's just us doing something. Maybe like this isn't even the actual game. It's you walking on a road. We can't even get to the game.
Well, you know what this is? This particular mode right here. It's not a diet mode. It's a life simulator. They're probably trying to teach people how to schedule their lives.
Balance diet and exercise with their life.
Exactly. That's probably what they're doing here.
That's what should be peppered in with the hour or two you have to, like, you know, do some exercise for New Year.
Well, we have just started the game. There are other modes.
Yeah, I understand that. I'm just thinking this is a very, very strange way to do this.
Yes, I agree.
That would be like you step on the treadmill at the gym and it says, whoa, buddy, did you check your emails?
All right, so we're going to go ahead and check out one of the other modes in Happy Diet. So if this is the first one I chose, I'm going to go down one. So here we have a little bit more of what John was talking about. The calendars, the graphs showing how much calories you've burned, how many kilograms you've gone down. It's sort of like a, what would you call it? Like a Palm Pilot for dieting, I guess, if anyone remembers those. Specific type of exercise. Oh, here we go. I lifted weights. Yeah, that all looks good. Again, very, very menu heavy. So that is Happy Diet, the diet simulator. Not much exercise to be had for English speakers.
Not much diet, exercise, or much of a game,
well,
to be honest.
The thing is that really you need to know Japanese to dive into it, to be able to get
Really
the
well.
exercise. And if you don't, it's a struggle to even get to that point. I'm sure it exists, but we just can't get to it with our level of knowledge. That said, we still wanted to showcase it because it's a cute game, and it's part of the 3-part series, and it's just adorably incomprehensible.
Mm-hmm.
So let's go ahead and move on to the next title.
Maybe there'll be a game to play.
Next up, Tonde Tonde Diet, and from playing this previously, I can guarantee that this is a little bit more of a game. And it's already twice as adorable. Same thing here, we can go ahead and enter all of our information. Now, John has inspired me.
Yeah, unfortunately we lost the video file, but I set myself as weighing 1,000 kilos and being 999 centimeters tall.
A thick boy.
Beyond thick. That's monstrous.
John, let's not shame.
33
Okay.
feet tall?
John, some people are different.
I'm gonna look up the BMI math to see if that would be healthy at that height.
That's definitely healthy.
Healthy at any height. Hashtag.
So as you can see here, we have our little guy, and he's sucking up these little sausages. I stole that joke from the take we lost, that John said that originally. We're gonna go ahead and do Winnie the Pooh Shrek.
You would be 33 feet tall, so you know.
Got 1 star, we could choose a level here. I'm just gonna go right in the middle.
Yeah. Middle of the road.
Middle of the road. So if I stop moving, my little character falls. I need to keep right about a proper height to be able to get these little gems, and I need to get these little gem orby things to go ahead and fill up my little whatever that I have. I don't know what it is. It's like a suction paint can or something like this, but it actually has a little bit of challenge here because it's difficult to get the right height.
Yeah, it doesn't really float, and it's laggy.
Yeah.
Because you kind of have to like build up pressure.
Yeah.
But it's weird. You don't want to go up there. You don't want that. I don't like that, blue man.
So unlike Happy Diet, we kind of get into something a little bit quicker. Or at least it's more understandable how to actually utilize the stepper in this game. And it's adorable. It's an exercise cute 'em up. Oh, here we go.
Get it. Get the power.
Gary
up.
Des. So this is kind of an instance where it kind of becomes a little bit more like a shoot 'em up because this will allow me to kill innocent birds and stuff and kill anything that comes to my path. And I don't know if you noticed there, but there's a little cake on the bottom there. Oh, I'm gonna kill you, bird! And you want to obviously avoid all the high-calorie foods. Now I have some water so I can extinguish this flame. Oh, don't want to get stuck there. So here's the thing about this too, is that you can see that I've been playing this for a minute, and you know, my legs, they're feeling a little bit of a burn, which is excellent. That's the whole point. You notice there's a little squeak now?
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah. So when I was utilizing this on my own, it developed a squeak. And
Probably as it heats up.
possibly. And as I used it for about 20 minutes, it kept that squeak. And then it just went away.
Uh-oh.
There's a boss.
A boss? What? Are you supposed to like fire at it?
Well, I don't have anything to shoot at him.
None of the buttons do nothing?
I might be able to ping pong those back at him. I could try. But I have a feeling they'll hit me.
Let one hit you. Okay. Yeah, they're just...
Oh, he has to just kill himself by running into the
He has to commit Sudoku.
Sudoku. Oh, well, at least that still hurt him.
He's so tiny.
Oh. Oh. Oh my god. How are you still alive? Oh my god. I don't know if I'll survive this.
You will. Just drop. When he does that, he only charges forward.
Nice.
Yeah.
Is this still going on? Is this still a thing?
Goal.
Goal. Woo! So, 1,461.2 kilocalories. So what is that? 146 calories?
No, 1,461 calories.
No,
No, that's exactly.
No,
it.
I didn't burn
No.
1,000 calories doing that, John.
That's what your character would have done if they were the height and weight you gave them.
Oh,
If you were a
because I'm a
33-foot
metric
tall,
ton.
1,000 kilogram man walking 3/4 of a kilometer would burn 1,400 calories. You did it, Tony, sort of. This teaches you a lot of important life lessons, like, you know, if a flying cake comes at you, you don't always have to eat that cake.
So we're just diving through the rest of the menus here, and here we are with a tutorial, which we probably should have done to start, but hey, we don't speak Japanese, so we didn't know. And it looks like this is just high scores, as far as I can tell. Oh, look at this, yeah. So here we have a level creator as well, which is so cool. Which direction it's going, whether the cake zigzags or wiggles or whatever. The direction that the different platforms move. The little stars can move up, down, they can move up and down, they can move at a diagonal, they can do like these looped little curves. You can choose whether, you know, you want like a pink, orange, yellow, a giant one, the size of health. And look, you can go ahead and place it. Boom. Just put that there. This is cool that they added this feature. I was not expecting this at all. I think I put too much on screen at once. Yep, here we go, we get to try it. Oh God, oh Lord.
But the rest of it.
But the rest of it is clear sailing. It's just that first little bit. Scoot this way. And then after that, well, we probably should add some health. There we go. But let's add some of these guys. Get them loop-de-looing all over the place. Let's give it a whirl. Here we go. Oh my God. Oh no. I've made my own hell. Oh, give me all that health. Give me all that health. That's cool though. I was not expecting that at all, and I'm pleasantly surprised that this exists. And lastly, let's go ahead and check out Happy Jogging in Hawaii.
This better be the most vaporwave thing we've ever done.
Same thing per usual. Enter your information. Name, height, weight.
So we've lost a bit of weight and a bit of height since the last game. We've lost 6 meters in height.
Yeah.
Actually 7 meters and 850 kilos. So we did lose a lot of weight playing the last game.
We did.
So credit where credit is due.
Sure.
Credit where credit is credit.
So let's take a look at this. We have jogging, status, ranking, and options. Let's take a look at the options.
Options.
Mode, sound save, auto save. Pretty typical stuff. What does it have for sound? Stereo and mono. So this is the duration.
So is this just like free walk then, I assume?
I think this is free walk, I'm not sure, but this is definitely 3, 6, and you know.
A 12K.
Yeah.
Warning. Speaking of Hawaii, I created a fake restaurant in Hawaii some years ago called Don Ho's Zam Zam Boutique. Not only does the dish Zam Zam not exist, I made up its existence completely. I made it appear to be part of the Diamond Head Resort in Honolulu, set the address and the telephone number as that, and Dan and I have been posting fake reviews to websites, and I once found a blog that someone had clearly just written using a bot that claimed to have been to this restaurant and described the Zamzam as being excellent.
Well, you know what? This is just the free walking, I believe. You can't move the control stick. Can't move yourself anywhere. None of the buttons do anything. It's just you, Hawaii, and the stepper. I like how she's walking, but she's really just going like this.
It's the
As you walk.
soul of another person cursed to play this game. Stuck in here.
No, hang on. It's the illusion that she's walking as you're walking. She's not really walking. She's making a motion to walk, but as
She's
you
doing
walking...
way too much upper body twist.
Well, it's you walking by her that makes it seem like these people are animated. So if you were to just start, really jogging here, it seems like they're walking, but they're all like semi-static. They're like twisting, but they're not actually moving in space. You can see the map. We're traveling along. I think we started somewhere around here, and a couple different alternate paths. Do you want to go ahead and try one of the others?
I suppose we could.
All right, so let's go ahead and do the 3K. Here I go.
You know, a great scientist once told me nothing in moderation.
Little lifeguard stations. That person's just nude. And you can see, like, of my 3 kilometers, I've gone 0.3 kilometers. So, realistically, you could be at this for an hour, if you're doing, one of the longer ones. And here I go. This is the 12K, which I'm not going to complete. It's already midnight. This thing kind of just goes through periods of being squeaky and periods of not being squeaky. So that was the stepper controller for the original PlayStation 1. I was honestly pretty impressed with it. The quality of the build is great. The games, they're not games. They're just a means for you to pass time and distract yourself while you're exercising. Second game, third game, good stuff. First game, not great for an English speaker, but what are you gonna do?
Yeah.
Hey, big thank you to RetroTaku Videogames for allowing us to borrow this. If you're in the Detroit area, check them out.
They're on 507 West 11 Mile Road in Madison Heights, between I-75 and John R. Road, right next to the Cottage Inn Pizza.
Definitely check them out. They've been supporting the show for quite some time.
Oh, they've given us tons and tons and tons of stuff.
So if you're in the area, it's a nice little mecca of retro video games, import stuff. They have everything.
Yeah.
So check them out, and thank you all for subscribing, clicking that notification bell, and we'll see you guys next time. Cheers.
Tonic water.